Hello everybody, I'm Zatara, and this is my guide on ladder parkour in Minecraft. Stuck on one jump in a server that you have no idea how to do? Well, I hope this guide can help you, and by the end, you should be well equipped enough to hit those tricky ladder jumps by yourself and figure out a method that works for you. Let's get started. So first we have the classic distance 90 ladder jumps, or as I like to call them, just the distance 90s. We have a jump with a ladder on the side, and as you see, you cannot make this jump forward, so you must go around to the ladder. So to make these jumps, this one's very hard without momentum or force momentum, but it's possible. I usually like to go to the middle, I look at the corner, and then I run forward and jump at the very end, just like that. Now these are elevated 90 ladder jumps, and these can be pretty tricky without any momentum, but this one's fairly simple. There's harder ones, you can do one over, but one more over is impossible. So this is simple, elevated 90 ladder jumps. Excuse the voice crack. And this is the non-named ladder jump, because it's just a ladder jump. It's not a 90 or anything. It's legit a ladder jump. You just jump up. Simple as that. And this one's pretty easy without momentum. You just go on the ladder. It's a 4-block, 1 ladder. And over here we have the momentum jump with ladders. As you see, you can go one more block up from that one, but you do need momentum for this jump. Believe me, many people have thought that it might be possible for many years, but it's not. You actually need momentum for this jump. And yeah, as you see, I can't just start on the block. I need to actually land on the block. But yeah, as you can see, not possible without momentum. And this is diagonal ladder jump. Diagonal ladder jumps I highly recommend. Oh yeah, also I didn't talk about for these jumps. You always want to line up as straight as possible for the jumps, and that's most straight jumps in general, because using Pythagorean theorem and graphing out, this is the exact shortest distance, 90 solid degrees. However, for these jumps, this is diagonal ladder jump. This one used to get me for the longest of time, until I realized that you just have to jump off the diagonal. There we go. As you can see, it's possible, but it's much easier with momentum, and just jump off the diagonal to get the perfect angle. Now here we have the 5-block and 1 ladder. So this one is possible without momentum, as you can see, and it's just like an extension to make it 5 blocks with no momentum. And here we have many people's favorite enemy. No, it's not a favorite enemy, it's the worst enemy. The classic 90s. These are the bane of some people's existence. I have no idea why, but I kind of do have an idea why. I feel as though some people are taking these jumps the wrong way, and I have a problem to address with them. So, as you can see, if I just try and jump around, I fall off. But what you should be doing is hugging the wall and releasing. When you look right here, you want to release your spacebar, because many people jump too late for this jump, and honestly it's not that bad once you get that jump. In speedrunning, you want to jump a little later so you can land on the exact top of the ladder, but yeah, as you can see, I just jumped to the top of the ladder. But for casual, this is a perfectly fine strat, and you just want to jump up. You see, you gotta time your jump. You use momentum to sway to the side, excuse me, my voice. Use momentum to jump to the side, and yes, this is how you successfully cross the classic 90. Believe me, just practice these, you'll get so much better at them. We have the single ladder Neo. There's also a double, but I'm bad, so I'm not gonna try those even, but you can look on YouTube, there are many people doing them. Single ladders are hard. There we go. As you can see, I just angled my crosshair in this relative location, and then I made sure I was at the very edge of the ladder, and I jumped around and flicked quickly to the left. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it again, but here we go. Yeah, this is a very tricky jump, and it takes a lot of time to figure out how you personally would like to do this jump. Anyways, we're going to move on to a jump I'm much better at. This is the fence ladder Neo. And this jump, some people hate it, some people love it, because this jump is very luck based, I'll just say that. And yeah, this is an RNG jump, because ladders do have RNG jumps. So anyways, what I do for this one is I look, and then you do just don't press sprint, just jump around and press shift. That way, you see you're on the fence, the hitbox of the ladder extends further than the fence, and now here's the RNG part. You have to slide in very slowly so you don't fall. As you can see, this is very RNG based, and that's why I'm not really a big fan of it, but some people have this jump very consistent, and I have no idea how. Maybe there's non-RNG, or from what I see, this jump is pure RNG. You just want to slide in. Yeah, perfectly. Just like that. You want to slide in after. Make sure you don't go too fast or you'll fall. And from there, you can just jump wherever you want. Now, I just added this other jump because this is another great example of an RNG jump, just like the fence ladder Neo. This is I don't know what to call this one, but it's pretty much a crisscross ladder. Actually, that's what I should call it, crisscross ladders. And these are very RNG based. As you can see, sometimes I'll fall and sometimes I won't. I feel as though there may be something to do with the momentum of crossing, but mostly this jump it's not even a jump. This is pretty RNG based currently, and there's not a solution to this jump. So you're just gonna have to kind of hope that you can slide up. As you can see, you can take it slower. Because I feel as though if they're gonna discover anything, it's probably to do with the bouncing you do on the ladder. You wanna be bouncing up when you go. So you're practically gonna have to time it, but you have to be really good for that. Better parkourers have probably found this out by now. And yeah. So that's all the jumps for ladders, and I hope you learned something from this course. And you should probably practice all of these jumps if you want to improve at all of them, even the RNG ones, even though they involve a little luck. And now I'm going to give some tips and tricks for people who want to become better at ladder parkour. For each of these jumps, I gave tips and tricks to how successfully accomplish the jumps, but now I'll talk about overall. So overall, with ladder parkour, your main goal will be to reach the hitbox of the ladder while colliding with the right part. You don't want to be smashing your face into the side of the ladder or too far below the ladder. For example, this jump, you do not want to smack your face in the ladder. The hitbox of the ladder goes from your waist down. So you see, it's like the middle of your torso. If you land any higher and you smack your face on the ladder, then obviously you won't climb it. You need to grab it with your arms at waist level. So if you want to make jumps, just know that smacking your face on them will not. As you can see, just jumping normally, you still can't grab this ladder. And that's the exact minimum. That's the minimum for jumping and grabbing a ladder. It needs to be around the waist. Another note for the ladders are making sure to keep momentum while on the ladder. Ladders, you need to keep momentum while on them, or else it'll make you see, I fell off this jump since I lost momentum from the previous ladder. You want to store momentum from the ladder while you're climbing it. That way you can do jumps consistently and keep them going for a while, and you can get in a rhythm with them. And that leads me to my third point, which is building a rhythm for ladders. You should probably have like a mental rhythm for when you want to jump and how you should jump. Also, make sure to learn the hitbox of the ladder and where you can sneak on it and how you can get around blocks on the ladder. It's very important for other jumps in parkour, and we'll talk about that later in future videos. So I hope you enjoyed and learned a thing or two about ladder parkour in Minecraft, and please leave the like button, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Want more? I'll probably do fence parkour next. Or leave in the comments whatever type of parkour you'd like to see next, and I'll make sure to look into it and give you tips and tricks on that. This is Atara, out.